Wildland Firefighter, 18 situations that shall watch out, field edition, new updated video. I'm out in the woods and we've been working on cutting brush all day, and let's just dive right in. Situation number one, fire not scouted or sized up. Let's get out and take a look at this. Imagine if this area was on fire right here and you showed up and you're on a mid-slope road right here. This is a road and you showed up right here and this is on fire. And you didn't scout the fire up and you don't know what's up top up here. You don't know if there's houses, your access wasn't up there, nothing like that. You just came in and you started laying hose right there. You got chainsaw out and did a hose lay. Imagine what could happen if you get to the top of that ridge and you don't know what's there. Nothing's there, it's clear cut up there because that's where his house is. So we just had to do a lot of weed eating. But in a situation where the other side of the road, if the fire was coming from here and you pulled in and didn't scout up anything or know what's going on and you just parked your rig and stopped, you're screwed. That's not good. That's not a situation you want yourself to be in. Imagine this too, the same spot, number 2, country not seen in daylight. Wildland safety tip number 2, 18 situations that shouted watch out. If you showed up here at nighttime and you saw this, again, you saw this all right here. Like, oh, that's not too bad, we can catch that. But you show up and the fire's on this side and the fire's down there. And you got smoke and you got flames, that goes for miles. There's a canyon down in there that you can't see. We'll go drive over there in a minute. We'll go drive. We'll continue this. I got the Polaris running. You never know what's going to happen in these situations. Let's continue driving a little bit and talk about escape routes and safety zones. I'll show you right around the corner. Come on, let's go. Check it out. You're driving. All of a sudden, ooh, situational awareness. Put it in forward, not reverse. So all goes to heck in a handbasket real fast, and you need to make some adjustments. And you think, oh, okay, well, we'll just go down this road, but you didn't check out what was down this road, so you don't know if you have an escape route or a safety zone, and you kept just doing what you were doing, and you came to this intersection, and the fire's blowing up out of this canyon right here. I'll get out right here in the shade and show you. The fire's getting out of this canyon, and you're like, oh, well, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Look at escape route right there. Safety zone right at the top. You could have made this turn right here, but you came in at nighttime in country not seen in daylight, like number 2 says. You could have driven right to the top in the safety zone right there. Swimming pool with 4,000 gallons of water in it, and you would have been safe. But you didn't know that because you didn't scout up anything, you didn't size up anything, and you don't know your current situation. That's not good. Let's move on. Let's get it. Yes, I have notes going because it's been 10 years. Unfamiliar with weather and local factors influencing fire behavior. What does your weather do at 4 o'clock in the morning versus what is your weather doing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? It's going to vary. You need to know, like in your first due response area, wherever you're a wildland firefighter at, you need to know what your prevailing winds are. Do the winds come out of the north or the south, east or the west? Do they switch in the middle of the night? The area I worked in, it had so many microclimates, you had to know what they were at what time of the day or night you were fighting fire. Because if you didn't, you weren't going to survive. What happens at where your station is, if you go 20 miles in the same unit, but you dropped into another canyon, up and over another ridgeline into a canyon, and then it's got a different microclimate, that's going to change how you fight fire. That's going to change your direct method, your indirect method. It's going to change all kinds of things. You never know. You never know. Number 5, uninformed on strategy, tactics, and hazards. Let's just take a gander at that one in this situation. Let's put the vehicle in park. That's a good idea. Uninformed on strategy, tactics, and hazards. What if you came to this area right here? And that looks pretty clear, right? The fire's coming out of down there, so you're thinking, we'll just start cutting line right here. No, never go in front of a fire. And we'll get to that one. It's coming up. Stay with me. I promise you. Frontal assault is in here. But uninformed on strategy, tactics, and hazard. The battalion chief said, hey, go down there and cut handline. And we can cut the handline right around the head of it. It's a small little quarter acre. But you go down there with a chainsaw expecting to cut that brush. Or a hose lay, better yet, a hose lay, and put it in with hose. Well, something happened mechanically and the engine's hose doesn't work. The pump doesn't work. But you can still fight fire with hand tools. So the chief was like, no, just go fight fire with the hand tools. It'll be fine. You'll be all right. you'll be able to make it with no problem. Make sure that you know your strategy, tactics, and hazards in every situation that you go into. Instructions and assignments not clear or understood. Listen, I want you to get to the anchor point. I want you to lay hose up the left flank. When you get to the head of the fire up top and you cut it off, reinforce your line with hand tools. Take your tools with you, and on your way back down, cut handline to secure that line. And then you get off the fire engine, the Wildland firefighting engine, and you decide to take your hand tools and leave the hose behind. Make sure your assignments are clear and understood. No communication link with crew members or supervisors. 18 watch out situations. Number 7. No communication with crew members or safety zones. I will do a full video on this, on what happened on an incident. Make sure you have radio batteries. Make sure they're charged. Make sure you're on the right command channel. Make sure you're on the right TAC channel. And every so often, hey, engine 1673, can I do a radio check with Captain 1673? We're 1,000 feet down this hose day, and we're doing fine. I'll do a part check in another 20 minutes. Make sure everything is known. That's pretty basic. Constructing line without a safe anchor point. Bulldozer, hand crew, wet line, hand crew on an engine where there's just 2 of you to start out with. Make sure you anchor in. You don't want that fire wrapping around behind you. It's gonna get you, and it's not gonna be anything pretty. Make sure you always, always, always anchor your wildland fire. There is no more dangerous situation to just dive in head first and not know what's behind you and just start fighting fire, because you never know what's gonna come up from behind you. Building Fireline downhill with fire below. Holy smokes, come here and look at this. Come here and look at this. You pulled in, you pulled the spring brake right here, and you got right here, and you said, oh, there's the dozer line right there. This homeowner did some work right there, and there's line that goes right down there. You can't see it because of the sun glare, but they decided to cut handline right down there. The fire's below there, but if we start right here and go towards the head, we'll be able to catch it, no problem. Look at, they've even got twine down there, or flagging tape, so that you know where to go. Oh, that's cool, let's do it. No, don't do that, negative. No, you're not. Do not cut fire line downhill with fire below. No, no, no. That will get you oofed in so fast, it's not even funny. Yes, I know, I'm using my iPad and I'm looking at it a lot. But you know what? Sometimes you need to do that. Alongside of that, I talked about this already. Attacking a frontal assault on a wildland fire, that is just dangerous. You don't know, sometimes you don't know what's above you, you don't know what's right up over there. And like I said, in that spot right over there, if you're right there and you decide that you're gonna attack it from the front, and then you get up there and you don't know what's up there, and then the fire jumps your road right here, you're screwed. You're done. You're vulnerable. It's all kinds of bad. Just don't even do that either. Don't even unburned fuels between you and the fire. Let's just stay right here and look at that again. So you got a fire below you. You're gonna try to frontal assault on it. That's not gonna work. And you've got unburned fuels, all this manzanita, all this dry grass, all this poison oak, all this understory, these oak trees, that's all unburned fuel. Unburned fuel. That is no bueno either. You don't want unburned fuel between you and the fire, especially in grass, because grass fires, they go super fast. We're almost done. We're almost done. Number 12, cannot see main fire, not in contact with anybody who can. That's just asking for disaster. If the fire was down in one of these canyons and you knew it was down there, but that's got all of them listed right there. They're all listed right there. You just cannot put yourself in that situation between unburned fuels. You just can't. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. And make sure it goes back to your radio communication too. It just does. Make sure that you've got communication with somebody that can see it. On a hillside where rolling material can ignite fuel below. Okay, let's take a look at this one real quick. We've only got 5 left, I promise, and the last one is by far the most important. What was it again? You guys, I'm so out of it. I've been cutting brush all day, but this is an important video for me to get out to you. On a hillside where rolling material can ignite fuel below. So you go over here and you decide that you're gonna attack this. And you get halfway down here, you go down this little hill right here, and all of a sudden you get into rocks, and these rocks start rolling. Now you've caught the fire, but there's still some pockets of greenery down in there, and the rocks are hot, or the log is hot, or whatever, and it rolls down there, and now you got a spot fire over there. Now you're in front of the fire. You got unburned fuels between you and the fire. You're on a hillside where rolling material ignite fuel below. You've got a recipe for absolute disaster, fatalities, injuries, green sheets, blue sheets, all of the sheets. Weather becoming hotter and drier. Have you stopped sweating? Did you start chasing this fire at 3 o'clock in the morning and now it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun is now up and you're on a southwest facing slope and you feel that you've stopped sweating or you're not sweating as much and you haven't peed in a while and you're out of water? The atmosphere is telling you something. It's going to change. Know your surroundings. Know what's going on. Know what is going on. Wind increases or changes direction. The hairs on the back of your neck will stand up when shit's about to go bad. It's done that to me 3 times in my career. 3 times I should have pulled my fire shelters in each one of these 3. Wind increases or chasing directions. It's dangerous. It's so, you can't even, so fast. So freaking fast. Getting frequent spot fires across the line. Let's continue down our road here. Number 16 of the 18 situations that shout watch out. Getting frequent spot fires across your line. So here's your dozer line. Let's just say this is your dozer line. And this is where the, over here is what's burning. And your dozer is another 200 yards up there. And your crews are coming in with hoses to put them on. And all of a sudden the green on this side, you start getting fires over here. That's frequent spot fires. That could be topography driven. That could be your terrain. That could be the weather influence. It could be a lot of things. But when you're getting frequent spot fires, it's time to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to lie. I'm not trying to do that. Terrain and fuels make escape to safety zones difficult. Always, always, always have your escape routes and safety zones. This is situation number 18, or 17, I'm sorry, of the 18 situations that shout watch out. Terrain, making, if your fire is down in there and they said, oh, go open that up with chainsaws. And then you're like, well, we can, but the flame heights don't match the tool you're using, so you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to do that. Up here, you could get away with it because it's sparser fuels. Down there, not so much. Situation number 18 of the Wildland Firefighters 18 situations that shout watch out on this new updated video. It's the most important, and when I tell you what it is, you're going to be like, duh. Do not take a nap on the fire line. Do not nap on the fire line, especially if you see this. This is poison oak. I did a shorts video on this. This is poison oak. Green and red leaves. Green and red leaves. Poison oak. Looks like Christmas time. I don't get poison oak, so I could touch it and nothing will happen. If you do, bleach gets it off. Wash it with bleach. Not your whole body. Do not take a nap on the fire line. Listen, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you've been fighting fire since 3 o'clock the morning before, and your captain says, hey, we're going to take shifts for 2 hours, an hour, whatever it is, and each person can take a nap so that you can get up and go again, then yes, that's acceptable as long as you have a lookout and your line is somewhat cold and if you're doing mop-up. On hotline, no, negative, not even a little bit. I don't think so. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this new updated 18 situations that shout watch out field edition on from the saw line. I really appreciate all the subscribers, and please hit that button and watch this video right here on how to become a wildland firefighter in 2025 and going into the 2026 fire season. I freaking love you. Goodbye.